the very first thing we're going to do tonight is we're going to set some goals. And the question you've got to ask yourself is, what do I want to happen coming out of this event? What I call it is setting the criteria, setting the right criteria for this event. What's going to happen to your business coming out of this event? What explosion, what plans, what type of growth are you going to have coming out of this event here? I was talking with Gary the other day, and he sent me a message, and he kind of laid out what his plan was for the next 90 days and, you know, what him and his organization have put in place to close out this year to really set up the growth for 2019. Well, guys, that's what you're going to have to do right now. See, that's a leader that's thinking through their business, building it up here in his mind and making plans, right? Making plans for what's going to happen coming out of SOARS. He's not waiting for the event to happen and then go out and plan it. He's already in position. He's already planning what's going to happen. And that's what I want you to do tonight, all right? That's what I want you to do tonight. If you look at Ivan Tapia, same thing. He's got a schedule already laid out. You look at Alex, got a schedule already laid out, where he's going to be, where they're going to be traveling to, whose organization they're going to be working with. I'm going to go over the 6 steps to setting goals, and we're going to really hone in on the plan of action, which is step number 5, all right? But number 1, you're going to build it in your mind. So you've got to think about it. You've got to be talking about it. Okay, what do I really want for this business? What goals do I have? What criteria am I setting coming out of this event? What's going to happen to my business coming out of this event? Second thing you're going to do is you're going to put it down on paper, all right? Everything you're going to build, you're going to first have it in your mind, and then you're going to put it down on paper. And why am I saying this? Well, when you look at this home that I'm living in right now, this home was first in someone's mind, right? Your home, where you live right now, was first in someone's mind. Whoever built it, the builder, he had it in his mind first, okay? And then what he did was he had a blueprint, right? That's what they do, right? They create a blueprint. They have it down on paper. What does the finished product actually look like? All right? What does your business look like at the end? What is the end result, all right, of the plan that you have in your mind, the business that you're building in your mind? The next thing you're going to do after you've built it in your mind and you've put it down on paper, the very next thing you're going to do is now go out and physically build it. What are the plans? What are the work? What's the work that you're going to put in to actually accomplish your goal? All right. So I want you to make sure you have those 3 things written down. Number 1, I got to build it in my mind first. Number 2, I've got to put it down on paper. So what I'm thinking about, the goals that I have, now I've got to put pen to paper and say, okay, this is what's going to happen. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am. All right. This is the end result. Begin with the end in mind. Even before you take that first step, even before you take action, you want to know where it is that you're headed to. You want to know what the end result is. When you get on a flight, ladies and gentlemen, you know what the end result is of that flight. The pilot knows the end result of that flight. Well, you've got to know the end result for your business, and then you do what is necessary to get on that flight, get your seat, put your bag up in the, in the compartment up there, and you enjoy your flight, right? So that's the third thing. You're going to go out there and physically do it. You're going to go out there and physically actually go out there and build it, all right? So I want you to have a goal, all right? I want you to have a goal coming into SOARS. What is going to happen to your business in the last 90 days coming out of IML SOARS? So you've got October, you got November, and you've got December, all right? So step number 1 and the 6 steps of setting goals, and you guys have heard me train on this over and over and over again. This is what I do. Guys, success, there's a formula for success, all right? There is a formula, and that formula is desire plus skills times faith equals success. Success is not all over the place. Success is very, very deliberate. Success is very, very predictable, all right? I do the same thing over and over again, and I've done that for the last 14 years. I don't change anything because it's actually worked. Now, if it didn't work, then yes, I would change it, right? But because it's produced the results that most people, if not everybody, would want to have, I know that it works. Now, not only has it worked for me, it's also worked for people that I've had the chance to work with. It's worked for people that I've got a chance to learn from. It's worked for people that I don't even know, Okay? So you've got to understand that this formula of desire, it's talking about your goals. Everything starts with that. What's going to happen for you in the next 90 days? What's going to happen for you in 2019? Which we already have planned out. We already have planned out from an event structure. What's going to happen in 2019? We've got the goals already written down for what's going to happen there. Success is planned for. Growth is planned for, ladies and gentlemen. You don't just have growth. You don't just have success. You got to have a plan for it. All right? You've got to have a plan for growth. You got to have a plan for success, ladies and gentlemen. All right? So step number one, and I want you to do this with me, all right, tonight. I want you to do this. Do not just listen to this call. I want you to actively listen to this call. I want you to actively do this call, okay? So what is your goal for the next 90 days? So I want you to write this down. I'm so happy and grateful now. If you're not a Platinum 1000 and you're on this call right now, I want you to write down, so happy and grateful now that I am a Platinum 1000, all right, coming out of IML Soars, all right? Write it down. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am a Platinum 1000, 30 days, 2 weeks, 90 days, 60 days, coming out of IML Soars. Everything for me in this business has happened because of Platinum 1000. That is the secret sauce to building your organization. That is the most attainable goal that allows people to stretch, that allows me to be able to identify a potential leader. Ladies and gentlemen, what you have to understand as leaders is that your number one job is to identify potential leaders that you can develop. And we've set the bar at Platinum 1000. That is where it starts. That is where we've identified that there is potential in this person to become a chairman, that there is potential. And once the person becomes a chairman, right, they're a six-figure earner, now there is potential for them to get to $50,000, to get to $100,000 per month, all right? But the steps in that process. So we want you to accomplish that first step. We want you to get in that potential zone, that potential leader zone. So now we can see your hands waving, saying, hey, listen, I'm that next person. I'm that next chairman. I'm that next six-figure earner. I'm that next seven-figure earner in your organization. But it starts at Platinum 1000, all right? Now, if you're already at Platinum 1000 on this call, then you're looking at the next goal. Maybe it's Platinum 2. If you're already at Platinum 2, then it's Platinum 5. I want you to actually just set the goal, the next goal, the very next rank, right? The very next position. I want you to write this down. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am a Platinum 2000 coming out of IML Soars, all right? Now, something you want to put in your mind. This is something that you want to put in the back of your mind. Because I went to this event, I want you to say this to yourself. This is important. All throughout this week, because I came to this event, I was able to go Platinum 1000. All right? You're setting the criteria for your faith. That's really what you're doing. There was a story of the lady in the Bible. She said, if I can touch the hem of his garment, I'll be made whole. So she set the criteria. She said, if I touch it. So the moment she touched the hem of his garment, she was made whole. You say that to yourself as well. Hey, listen, because I went to this event, it's not an if anymore because you're going. Because I went to this event, I went Platinum 1000 2 weeks after this event, 5 days after this event, a month after this event, all right? Whether it's Platinum 2, Platinum 5, chairman, I want you to write it down that way. Put that in the back of your mind. This is very, 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 very important, okay? Now, second is to put that date of completion on there, right? So you have the date of completion of when you're actually going to accomplish this goal. For some of you, it'll be by the end of this month, all right? You say, hey, we'll get it done by September 30th. Some of you maybe October 15th, maybe October 31st. I don't know. You put that date in there, all right? Now, number three is the obstacles, all right? What are some of the things that are going to come against you, all right, that is going to challenge you, that can take you off track? Now, there are two types of challenges. There are challenges that you have control over, and then there's some challenges that you have no control over, all right? Now, this is important to understand because in business, you're going to have challenges that happen that you have control over, all right? I have control over my activity. I have control over, how I speak to people, right? I have control over my work ethic. I have control over if I'm reading, if I'm listening to tapes. I have control over certain things in my business. I have control over how much work I'm going to put into the business, right? But there are some challenges that I don't have any control over, right? There are going to be some things that take place in my business that I'm not going to have any answers to, that I'm not going to have any control over. Now, here's what I recommend. This is a recommendation. You don't have to take it, but this is a recommendation. Regardless of whatever that challenge is, the number one thing that stops us from actually going out there and accomplishing our goals, the number one thing is negative emotions. All right? Negative energy, negative emotions. It is the number one reason why we don't have success. Now, understand, negative emotions is not saying, well, I don't have negative emotions because I'm quiet. No, you should speak up. You should say, hey, this is what the situation is. What is the solution to the situation? But I'm not going to get negative. I'm not going to my positive energy is not going to change. My optimism of where it is I'm going. I'm not going to change my confession. I'm not going to change step number one. I'm not going to change that I'm going platinum 1000 by September 30th this month because of a challenge that takes place that I have no control over. Because, ladies and gentlemen, once I open my mouth and I agree with the situation, I agree with the problem, I've now created more of that problem. But if I speak to the problem, that's a very, very different situation. Me speaking to that problem can actually change that situation. And it's happened for me many, many times in this business. There's certain things that have happened that I have no control over, but I have control over what I say. I have control over how I think. I have control over what my emotions are. I have control over my activity. So when things like that happen, okay, I said, okay, David, it's time to really take it to the next level mentally. It's time for you to take it to the next level in your work ethic. And once I do those two things, boom, reality changes. It happens every single time. And you can do the same exact thing. So negative emotions. Now, I'll tell you this. Another thing that you want to eliminate is the wrong conversations. All right? The wrong conversations. How do you know that you're having the wrong conversations? Well, just pay attention to how you feel when you get off the phone with the person. Pay attention to how you feel after you're done texting with that person. All right? If they're not uplifting you, if they're not giving you life, if they're not giving you strength, if they're not encouraging you, ladies and gentlemen, you want to limit the amount of interaction you have with that person. All right? Because there are some people that are just drama kings, right? Or drama queens. They're looking for drama. They're looking for someone to agree with whatever the issue is. Now, the issue may be valid. And I'm going to say that, yes, okay, listen, man, it's a problem. But here's what I've done. I've decided to focus on what's good. I've decided to focus on what I can control. I'm going to eliminate any negative emotions that I have. And if it comes, I'm not going to speak about that negative emotion. I'm going to speak to it. All right. I'm also going to eliminate or decrease any conversation that I may be having with someone that is being negative about a situation. Okay. You've got to do that because those two things right there can literally take you completely off track. All right. Completely off track because whatever challenge it is, ladies and gentlemen, I promise you that eventually, it may not be exactly when you want it to happen, but eventually it will be handled because if there was not a solution, it wouldn't be a problem. The mere fact that there is a problem means that there is a solution to it. All right. So you just have to keep that in the back of your mind. All right. So that's step number 3. These are the obstacles that, in my opinion, usually stop people from accomplishing their goals. Now, what you also want to do, the purpose of this event, remember I told you, the number one job of a leader is to identify potential leaders. The purpose of this event, for me, is to identify the new set of leaders that we're going to work with. I'm looking to identify the next potential leaders. This is step number 4. Who am I going to be working with? Who am I going to be spending time with in this last quarter of the year going into 2019? Now, if they're not at this event, all right, it doesn't mean that they're bad, right? It doesn't mean that you're a bad person because you didn't come to this event or you're less than or you're not going to be successful. No, I'm not going to speak that over you, all right? But I will tell you that the ones that are successful, The ones that are going to be a part of the game plan are going to be at this event. All right. So if you're not right now scheduled to be at this event, then you want to change your schedule. Okay. And you want to get to Fort Lauderdale. All right. We're going to be doing an opportunity meeting Thursday. I'll be in town on Thursday. We're doing an opportunity meeting with Jeff and Angela Cruikshank. Maybe they can put that flyer in IML Elite. I'm sure it's probably already in there. But there's going to be an opportunity meeting on Thursday. And then obviously we kick off IML TV, all the different sessions. You saw the schedule. Jason Brown's done an amazing job putting that together there for us to get the education from all the different amazing educators that we have in this company. Extremely grateful for those guys taking the time out to teach and train us on this phenomenal platform that we have here with IML. Okay, so you want to make sure that you identify who you're going to be working with. All right, two things that you want to identify: who is your coach? All right, who's going to be the person you're going to listen to? The last time I got on this call, I went over the 4 basics of success. And basic number 1 was, who am I listening to? I really hope that you, in the last month or so, have really taken heed to that. All right, that I'm going to listen to someone. I'm going to submit, and I'm going to pay attention to what this person's already done, not because they're better than me, but because they've accomplished what it is that I'm looking to accomplish. So you got to identify who that person is, and that person is going to be at this event. All right, they're going to be at this event. And then number 2 is, who's the group of people that I'm going to be working with? Who are the leaders that I'm going to be spending time with, that I'm going to be communicating with, that I'm going to be traveling to, right? And I'm going to be doing presentations for, that I'm going to be doing conference calls with. Who am I going to be working with? You've got to identify who these people are at this event that's coming up here with SOARS. All right, very, very, very important. Now, number 5, what is the plan of action? All right, what is the plan of action? I want you to write this down. All right, the plan is very, very simple. All right, in building your business, remember I told you that you're first going to build it in your mind, okay? And then you're going to put it down on paper, and then you're going to go out and physically build it. All right, now these 3 vital signs that I'm going to go over with you right now, these are vital. Okay, so your vitals. This is what lets us know that you are alive. All right, you want a business that is alive and kicking. These 3 vital signs that I'm going to share with you tonight, these are the indicators, so to speak, that let us know that you have a vibrant business, that you have a business that's actually growing, that you have a business that is duplicatable, that you have a business that is not helter-skelter, that it's planned out, it's structured. You know what's going to happen. You can predict the growth that's going to happen in your business. That's what this actually does for you. That's what these 3 vital signs actually do for you. So what is the plan of action? Now, I'm going to go over the 3 vital signs. I'm also going to go over the 3 skills, okay, that you must master. Okay? You must master. All right? In order for you to be successful, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to master. What's another word for master? Repetition. You're not going to have mastery in anything, any area of your life that you don't have repetition in. All right? So another word for mastery is patience. All right? Patience doesn't mean I'm not doing anything. Patience is me continuously doing, but not diminishing my excitement, my enthusiasm for what it is that I'm doing. Okay? So I'm going to go over these 3 aspects for you. All right? It's very important. First one, the 3 vital signs. How do I know, all right, how do you know that the business is growing? Now, remember, you're going to identify who you're going to be working with. Well, these 3 vital signs is what allows me to be able to identify them, right? I don't just identify leaders based on talk. Well, David, I'm excited. David, I believe. And David, man, I'm ready. David, I'm going for it. No, I look at these 3 vital signs and I say, okay, what's going on in your business, right? Show me where you're actually having effective type of activity and growth in your business. Number 1, all right? Number 1, I'm going to go over this simultaneously, all right? I'll put the 3 vital signs over here, 3V. I'll put 3 skills over here, all right? Vital sign number 1 is how many people in your group, all right? How many people in your group are showing the plan STP, at least, okay, at least 4 times a week. All right. Number one, this is vital sign number one. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to come, and let me go grab mine real quick. 1 second. All right. Sorry about that. I want you to, okay, I want you to show up, listen now, to IML Soars. I want you to show up with one of these. Okay? All right, everybody can see that? I want you to show up with a planner, okay? A calendar, okay? I want you to show up there because I'm going to talk about this here tonight. This is very, very important. All right? I don't pay attention to just numbers. All right? That's not, because numbers come and go. All right? I pay attention to the development of leaders. All right? There's two things that you want to do. You want to develop potential leaders, and then you want to attract leaders. All right? You want to attract leaders, but you're only going to attract who you are. All right? So the purpose of why I'm telling you to bring this is because this is part of your development stage. All right? Now, I don't necessarily have to do this anymore. All right? But I still do. Right? Because I know this is what works. All right? So I don't take the training wheels off. I don't get off of the roller coaster, right? I stay on it, all right? Because guess what? I've got goals, right? So at the very top of my calendar, I have what my goal is. So my goal is $20 million a year. So I have it written down at the very top, big numbers, so I can see it. Now, what's amazing about this is that I remember, all right, so that's 1.7 million a month. I remember doing this when my goal was $10,000. Yeah, I actually have it in here. All right. I remember doing this, what I'm showing you right now. This right here, these circles, right? These circles are basically me identifying I'm going to be showing the plan on these days. I'm going to be in somebody's city. I'm going to be in somebody's home, be in somebody's hotel. I'm going to be in somebody's country. I'm going to be in somebody's state. I'm going to be in front of somebody or somebody's showing the plan, okay? It's probably going to be more than that, all right? So I've got it. It's already planned out. Now, the cities, the states, the countries, all that will be set in stone when I get to SOAR, all right? So the plan is already there. Now it's just a matter of me identifying who I'm going to be working with. Where am I going? Where am I needed, all right? Where am I deserved, so to speak? I want you to show up, all right? Listen now. I want you to show up. Now, you can decide not to do this. You can say we all, we got a different generation, and we do everything in the phone and all that good stuff. That's fantastic. Just remember, doing this for 14 years, we kind of knew what was going to happen, all right? I'm not saying we're a prophet or anything like that, but we kind of knew when we set the goal and said we're going to have 100 chairmen in this company. We kind of knew what was going to happen. We set the tone for what was going to take place. So I want you to show up with this, all right? I want you to show up with this, and this is what I want you to do. All right, I'm going to draw this out on this whiteboard, all right? Because remember I told you that the first thing you're going to do is that you're going to build it in your mind. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You're going to build it in your mind. All right? And then you're going to build it on paper. All right? So I build it in my mind. I'm so happy and grateful now. And I'm a Platinum 1000. All right? I put it down on paper. So at the very top of my calendar, right? So when this goal hit my head, I said, okay, my goal is $20 million. That's what I want to earn. I'm going to earn. I'm happy and grateful now. I earned $20 million. I got my $20 million bill. All right, so my calendar, right? So I put it at the very top. All right, put my goal at the very top, $20 million, right? And I've got the per month, it's $1.7 million per month. Now, when I wrote this down, we didn't have a rank. We don't have a rank for this, right? Right. But from what I hear, a rank that will allow us to earn this type of income is coming, right? So I put this down on paper without having it in the physical as far as a rank, right? But I put it down on paper. This is what I want. This is what I desire. All right. So I want you to do the same exact thing. Now remember, I told you I did this when my goal was $10,000. Right? You catch that? I did this when my goal was $10,000. And now the goal is 1.7 million. You get that? So it's the same two-step. It's nothing's changed. Nothing's different, right? It's just a bigger number, but the formula is still the same. The vital sign is still the same, right? So he says, well, I'm going to grow my business. Well, I'm going to ask you, how many people do you have doing this? How many people do you have that have their calendar and have committed to showing the plan 4 times a week? If you can't tell me that, then no, you're not going to grow. You're missing a vital. You're missing a vital. And without your vitals, you're dead. Right? If you're expecting this thing just to happen through osmosis, my God, you don't want that. You don't want this to happen through osmosis. You don't want this to happen just because, you got lucky and we're all lucky at, at something, right? I mean, listen, I'm lucky. I'm very blessed, okay? But also there's some things that you've got to do, right? That if you ever have to do it again, you know what to do. Does that make sense? Right? We did this. Remember, I told you it was $10,000. So because we did it for $10,000, $20,000, so when we came here, we kind of knew this is what we had to do. Don't take this right here. Don't take this for granted. This is how I know you're really serious. You're looking to go chairman. Watch this. I'm going to show you how you could have gone chairman a long time ago. Long time ago. For those of you that should have already be already chairman, this is what's missing in your business. I'm telling you. All right? It's very simple. All right? So I'm really more focused on the work, okay? I know a lot of times I talk about belief, and belief is very important, but we got to get that other 10% as well. We got to get the work in, all right? So I want you to draw this out. I want you to show up, all right? If you're going to talk to me, all right? I don't know about anybody else, but if you're going to have a conversation with me about your business, and if I'm going to meet with a group of leaders for you, this is the first thing I'm going to ask for. Where's your calendar? Where's the blueprint? Where is what you're building on paper? You want to build this nice house? You want to build this $5-10 million home, but you don't have a blueprint? Oh, I just got it in my mind, and I'm just believing it's going to happen. Okay, fantastic. But it also said write the vision, make it plain. So we got to have it on paper. We got to have the work put down. What is the blueprint? And the blueprint is this calendar right here. All right? So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Guys, this is what you want to do coming into the event. Don't wait for the event. Come prepared. That's what a plan is. A plan is I'm prepared. I'm going to meet with my leader. We're going to take action, right? And we're never going to stop until we accomplish it. All right? So I want you to identify. I'm going to give you those days right now. All right? Every one of you should have a weekly meeting. Now, your weekly meeting that you're attending will either be on Tuesdays or Thursdays. All right? Some of you may have your weekly meeting on Saturday. Some of you may have your weekly meeting on Wednesday. But usually, the weekly meetings that take place are either going to be Wednesday or Thursday. So I want you to put that down in your calendar right now. Remember, this is an active call. All right? This is an active call that we're doing. All right? So I want you to put it down in your calendar. We may actually have to go over tonight. All right? We're probably going to have to go, we're definitely going to go over tonight. All right? So put that in your calendar. But outside of the weekly meeting, I want you to identify 4 days out of the week that you are going to physically show the plan. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to become a 6-figure earner or a 7-figure earner in network marketing without knowing how to present. Okay? You can become a millionaire trading without knowing how to present. I've met a lot of people like that, and it's absolutely phenomenal. I love it. But if you're on this call right now, your goal is to become a chairman, your goal is to go chairman 25, 50, 100, all right, it's about duplication. All right, it's about developing other leaders. And I'm giving you the roadmap for you to get that done. Very, very simple. All right, I want you to identify 4 days, all right, 4 times in a week that you're going to show the plan. So let's say Sunday, 6 p.m. All right. Now, you look at this tonight and say, well, this is, but check this out. What happens 90 days from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, when you develop 1 to 2 people per month that are doing this? All right. Don't come to IML Stories without your calendar. Don't do it. Come prepared. Come with the plan of action. And that's why I'm giving this to you tonight. Okay. So Sunday, 6 p.m. All right. Let's say your spiritual time, whatever it is, whatever you believe in, right? Put that in there. Put your family time in there. Put your spiritual time in there. All right. So there's no excuses. Okay. All right. So let's say Thursday is your weekly meeting. So Tuesday could be a day that you show the plan. Then you have Friday and you have Saturday. If you're really serious about your business, on Saturday, you're going to be a weekend warrior, and you're going to have 2 presentations set up on Saturday, one at 2 p.m. and one at 6 p.m. Friday, 7 p.m. All right? Tuesday, 7 p.m. You got your weekly meeting as well, which is going to be 7 p.m. You don't miss weekly meetings. No. You miss a weekly meeting. If you're not a millionaire, you don't miss weekly meetings. All right, I didn't miss weekly meetings until I became a millionaire. You understand? You can't do that. All right. Once you make $1 million a year, yes, miss all the weekly meetings you want to miss. Okay, but until then, no, can't. All right. So this is at least 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We got 5 opportunities here. All right. So I'm going to put this down on my calendar. Look at this. All right. Let me see this. If you're actually doing this, I want you to type 777 in the chat. If you're following me right now, I'm going to watch. If you're actually following me right now, step for step, I want you to put this down. It's not about you. It's about duplication. I'm going to show you how you could have gone chairman long time ago. All right? I'm going to show you how you can go chairman before the end of this year. And you're like, wow, it's that simple? Yes. That simple. All right? You got weekly meeting here or weekly meeting here. We're going with Thursdays is our weekly meeting, so Tuesday is another day that's available. All right? Weekly meeting there. Friday, 7 p.m. Saturday, 2 p.m. 6 p.m. All right? So I'm just going to duplicate this. All right? And I'm going to show you what's going to go in these circles. All right? I'm going to show you what's going to go in these circles. All right? So if your weekly meeting is Tuesday, then Thursday would just be the day that you can actually show the plan. Okay? All right? Follow me on this. Friday, 7 p.m. Saturday, 2 p.m. Circle. 6 p.m. Circle. All right? So I've identified at least 4 times a week where I'm going to physically give a presentation to at least, write this down, for this to count, I've got to be in front of 2 to 5 recruitable prospects. I've got to be in front of at least 2, for this to count, for that circle, for me saying I've identified, I've got to be in front of at least 2 to 5 recruitable prospects, okay, for it to count. So if it's a one-on-one, it doesn't count. One-on-ones are great, but for that circle, it's got to be at least 2 to 5 people. Maybe it's a Zoom presentation that you're doing from your home, and you got 5 people on there, right? Maybe you actually went to someone's home and you did the presentation. Technology has made it really simple today for us to build a business, all right? Now, your goal for every presentation that you do, this is what your goal is, to have 2 to 5 recruitable prospects, and your goal is to have at least 2 customers get started. Why? Why is my goal to have at least 2 customers started? because the 3 laws of building states that a customer is really not a customer in my business until I've helped them get their 2 and free. So until I've helped them get their first 2 customers, they're really not in the business. Okay? So I'm going to help them get their first 2. All right? The next law says I've got to now drive the leg 4 levels deep. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? Once I take this leg 4 levels deep, I'm going to find a superstar. All right? Then I want to drive it 8 levels deep. Okay? Once I drive it 8 levels deep, and I will be able to do this through the calendar, all right? 6, 7, 8. I will now have a team because I would have identified 2 leaders, 2 superstars that I can work with, all right, in that organization. I'm going to come back to these 3 laws here in a second, all right? But look at this, guys. My goal is to have at least 2 customers get started at every one of these meetings that I do, okay? At every one of these meetings that I do, my goal is to have at least 2 customers get started. All right, that is my goal. That is what I'm working towards. All right, so let's do the math here. So let's say I'm doing it 5 times a week. So I've got 10 customers a week coming into my business from presentations that I'm doing outside of Zoom presentations that the company is doing, outside of the weekly meeting. All right, so 10 times 4 weeks, that's 40 customers that I'm responsible for. All right, that I'm working to do this with. All right, let's say you have 5 leaders that are doing the same exact thing. Let's say you showed up to SOARS with 15 people, 20 people, 30 people, and out of the 30 or out of the 15, 5 of them commit to showing the plan at least 4, 5, 6 nights a week. All right? 4, 5, 6 nights a week. Choose one. 4, 5, 6 nights a week. Nothing less than that. You have 5 leaders that commit to that. That now means you have 5 leaders, and they're each developing their skills to be able to have at least 2 customers coming to the business. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 40 times 5, because they're generating their 40 customers as well in a month. 40 times 5 is 200 customers. That's 200 customers that have come into your business with, actually it's 240, right? So actually, let's leave it at 200 because let's say it's you and 4 other leaders. So 5 total, all right? You and 4, just 4 committed people that say, hey, I'm going to develop my skill set. I'm going to get cause driven. I'm going to get excited about being able to give an educational platform to other people for them to succeed without having to build an organization, right? They get excited about the epidemic of eradicating the epidemic of people making money and losing money, right? Not knowing what to do with money, right? Look at this. And let's say we do this for 3 months, 90 days, October, November, December. Well, that would be 600 customers. How many customers does it take to go chairman? It takes 500. So you would be a chairman 10 with 4 leaders. You get that? All right. Did you get that? If you got that, put 777 in the chat. If you got that, put 777 in the chat. If you fully understand what I just went over with you, all right? 4 leaders, including yourself, that say, I'm going to show the plan 4, 5, 6 nights a week. I'm not worried about the results right now. Listen, I'm focused on developing you, right? I'm focused on developing you. That's the goal. The goal is to develop you. That's the goal. The goal is not the numbers. I don't care how many people you sign up. All right? I don't. What I care about is this. All right? This is what I care about. Okay. This is what I care about. All right. This is June of 2009. Okay. June of 2009. I made the first week. I made $1,900. I wrote it down. The next week I made $1,200. Okay. So basically I was like a platinum 5,000. 2009. I made $1,000. Right? My goal that I put up there was 20,000. I didn't hit 20,000 that month, but that was the goal that I set, right? But look at the calendar. What was I doing? I was developing. Right? I was growing. I was developing my skill, right? Because look, the 3 skills that you must master, right, is the skill of what first it's presenting. The first one is really prospecting, but just for the sake of this example here, right, is presenting, right? Another thing that I was doing, vital sign is showing time 4, 5, 6 times a week. And the first skill is prospecting. All right. So every day, I was prospecting 2 to 5 people a day, minimum. Okay, minimum. So if you and 4 other leaders say, "Hey, we're going to prospect 2 to 5 people per day. We're going to expose our opportunity to 2 to 5 people per day." All right. So there's 5 of you, and let's say you're just doing 2 a day. So that's 10 new people that are finding out about your business per day. Let's say you're just doing it 5 days a week. That would be 50, right? In a month, that would be what? 200, right? Out of the 200 that find out about your business, if you have 1 out of 10 that say yes, that's 20 customers that are coming to your business. Right? Just the law of averages working for you. 20 customers coming to your business, ladies and gentlemen. You're right there, Platinum 1000. How simple would it be for you to get the Platinum 1000? And if you watch any of my trainings, 7 to 10 individuals that get the Platinum 1000 put you at Chairman 10. Right? When we saw this compensation plan, we're like, man, it's like taking candy from a baby. This is too simple. This is going to be a breeze. Right? And for the most part, it has been. Okay, but you come to Soars, all right? You come to Soars with this planned out. The people don't have to be there, all right? The people don't. It can look just like this, and then as you go through identifying who you're going to be working with, then you fit the people in. So I already know on Tuesday I'm going to do a meeting in Houston. I already know on the 4th I'm going to do a meeting in LA. Right? I know I'm going to be doing meetings in Las Vegas. All right? I know I'm going to be doing meetings in Atlanta. I'm going to be in Atlanta on the 13th. All right? I know I'm going to go back to South Carolina. I know I'm going to go to DC on the 27th. So I've got it. It's in my mind. Now we're just going to put it down on paper, and then we're going to go out and physically build it. All right? We're going to go out there and physically build it. All right? I know, hey, listen, we just broke a brand new Chairman 25 in Nigeria. I know I probably have to go out there before the end of the year. All right? So it's all planned out in my mind. It's the same 2-step, ladies and gentlemen, right? Same 2-step. You talk to Gary, he's doing the same thing right now because he's been through this. He's been through this type of training, okay? So you show up with this. Don't talk to me if you don't have this. We don't have nothing to talk about. We can talk about football. We talk about basketball. We talk about LeBron. We talk about the Lakers. We talk about whatever you want to talk about. But if you want to talk about building the business and you show up without a calendar, well, we ain't got nothing to talk about when it comes to business. We can talk about your family. We can talk about all that good stuff, right? But we can't talk about building a business if we don't have the calendar, right? So, vital sign number 1 is how many people in your group are showing the plan at least 4 times a week. All right. Vital sign number 2 is the tools, right? The tools. How are the tools flowing in your organization? All right. Now, with today's day and age, technology, tools are very different, right? We used to have physical tools like DVDs and CDs and magazines and all that stuff, right? And I'm sure IML is going to be creating those things, right? But we have the tools of utilizing the Zoom presentation, right? We do have a physical presentation, online presentation, all right? So you have those tools in place that you can actually utilize to build your business, all right? Third vital sign is how many people are showing up at events. 3 skills that you must master: presenting, prospecting, and promoting. It is not too late for you to continue to promote for this event. It is not too late for you to get more people out to this event. All right? But here's the deal. You and your leaders and your team come with this calendar. Okay? Come with this calendar. Come with the plan that, okay, I'm serious about my business. All right? I'm serious about building my organization. Okay? Someone's on the back line here. Mute yourself out. Thank you. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, this is important. All right? So I was talking about those 3 laws of building. So I get someone on a Zoom. They get started. Let's say they start here on Sunday. I'm going to set up a meeting for them on Tuesday to help them get their first 2. Those first 2, I'm not going to have them build their business. I'm going to build their business. So I'm going to set up a meeting, invite them to the weekly meeting on Thursday, but I'm probably going to set up a meeting for them on Friday or set up a meeting for them on Saturday. I want to be in a brand new person's warm market. All right. I want to be in their warm market 72 hours from the time that they get involved in the business. So if you join on Sunday, I want to be in front of someone for you by Tuesday or Wednesday. You join on Monday, I want to be in front of someone for you by Wednesday, Thursday. You get involved on Tuesday, I want to be in front of someone Thursday, Friday. You get involved on Wednesday, I want to be in front of somebody for you Friday, Saturday. All right? You get in on Thursday, I want to be in front of somebody for you Saturday, Sunday. Immediately, ladies and gentlemen, you want to get in front. If you're looking to build the business, now this is important. The person's looking to build and grow a network. This is what you want to do. But regardless of if they're looking to build a network or not, you want to take advantage of the 2 and free. All right? You want to take advantage of the 2 and free concept, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I focused on in building my business. And month after month, right? This is June 2009, right? Same thing. July, same thing. This is 2009. So we're talking almost 10 years ago, right? Guess what we're doing? We're developing, growing. That's what I want you to do. I want you to grow the skill. If you grow the skill, ladies and gentlemen, the money will show up. Right? The money will show up, ladies and gentlemen. It will definitely show up if you develop the skill. Right? This is September 2009. Right? Did the same thing. This is 2009 here. Right? Don't take the training wheels off. Right? I can go back and look and see 2010, right? Same thing. Okay? 2010, right? Look at this. January 2010. All right? So now the goal of 10,000, remember the goal, I wrote it down 20,000. Well, that had already been accomplished. So now my goal was 40,000. Right? My goal was 40,000. Right? Home, Baton Rouge, Indiana, right? All right? Traveling, doing me. This is what I want you to go through. I want you to go through the development, all right? February, right? Set the goal at the very top. It's the same 2-step. And a lot of these presentations, nobody was getting involved in the business, all right? Nobody was getting involved in the business. But because we had developed other people that were showing the plan 4, 5, 6 nights a week, the law of averages works out for you. I showed you how you can go chairman just with 4 leaders. 4 leaders that are committed to showing the plan 4, 5, 6 nights a week. And they say, I'm going to have 2 customers get started in my business. You don't have a problem. We don't have a problem having customers get started in the business. they see this opportunity. Guys, the sign-up ratio is very, very high here. Very, very high. All right? So it got March. So now remember I showed you the last one, I made $1,000 in a week. So now it's $8,000 in a week, $5,000 a week, $8,000 a week, $6,000 a week. It's 2010. Right? You want to be able to go back 8 years from now, 10 years from now, and be able to show a person, this is what I did to get to where it is that I am right now. So if you want to get there, this is the price that you're going to have to pay as well. You don't want to have success arbitrarily. All right? You don't want to have success not knowing what you did to actually get there. All right? Yeah. 2011, same thing. All right? Same thing. This is 2000. This is the first year that I made over $1 million in a year. All right? First year I made over $1 million in a year. All right? So I put my goal up there, $1 million in volume. All right? The goal is Black Diamond. All right? I wrote it down. Black Diamond is mine now. I will be a Black Diamond and the name of that company by March 31st, 2011. You know what had happened? It happened in April 2011. All right, but I wrote it down in February. So I had it in my mind, then I wrote it down on paper. All right? Black Diamond, $1.5 million, $150,000 in income. Black Diamond is done. Breaking 3 new diamonds, right? Write it down. You got to have this calendar, ladies and gentlemen. If you're building your business without a plan, right? If you come to IML Soars without a plan, ladies and gentlemen, how do you plan on having growth? How do you plan on having success? Right? So come to IML Soars with the criteria. Because I came to this event, I went Platinum 1000. Because I came to this event, I went Chairman 10 by September 30th. Right? You sit down with your leaders. They already know not to show up without their calendar, and you plan it out. Guys, this is what commits people. This is their word. Right? So when we have the game plan sessions, right? This is what I'm going to be looking at. Where's your calendar? And don't tell me it's in my car. Or don't tell me it's in my phone. No, it needs to be right here. Right? It needs to be with you. Right? Look at this. Right? And after we hit Black Diamond, then I said my goal was $250,000. So from 2009, right? Making $1,000, $2,000, now have developed to a point now where my mind has stretched to $250,000. You look up today, 2018, right? The same mind is now stretched to $1.7 million a month. Okay? Y'all getting this? All right. If you're getting this, put 777 in the chat. I want to make sure you're getting it. Are you getting this? All right. All right. 3 vital signs to build the business. How many people are showing the plan 4 times a week? How many people got this calendar right here? All right. How many people got this calendar right here? All right. Showing the plan 4 times a week. Coming to the weekly meeting. Right. Tools to build the business. Right. The tools, the online presentation, Zoom presentation. Right. Okay. We got planners as well. I know we got planners for our organization. I know Brandon's got a lot of tools and things that you can use for marketing and stuff that he's going to have to store there at IML Soars. All right. How many people you have coming to events? All right. So we got events planned coming out of Soar. We got the next event planned for next year for IML. All right. 3 skills you got to master: prospecting, presenting, and promoting for events. All right. But guys, don't show up. Okay. Don't show up to this event without the plan. All right. Come with this calendar here. All right. Leaders. Okay. This is what's going to allow us to. We've done this so far with very few people actually following this process here. Okay. Just imagine what we can do if we get everybody really bought in to the calendar, having it planned out. Right. Alex has a calendar. Right. That's why he has a schedule. Yvonne has a calendar. That's why he has a schedule. Jason, Matt, they have a calendar. They have a schedule where they're going to be. They know where they're going. That's what this calendar does. It tells us, it predicts the future. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you this right now. It's weird, but when you have your calendar, right, and you got it planned out, you can literally just stare at it and it will speak to you. It will just spell out everything that's going to happen for you. Okay? But you got to show up to IML Soars with this event. All right? IMLSoars.com. Tickets are still available for the event. Let's continue to promote big. The company's done an amazing job putting this event together. It's going to be a star-studded event. The lights, staging, everything is going to be first class. Extremely excited to experience this event. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing each and every one of you. We've got the opportunity meeting. It's going to happen on the 13th of this week coming up here. So you can invite prospects to come out. They're going to get involved in the business. Myself, Yvonne Tapia is going to be doing that presentation. They're going to get involved in the business, and immediately we can get them over to IML Soars so they can experience the culture, experience the excitement, the enthusiasm of IML, get cranking right away to actually build their business. And then we got IML TV extraordinaire. All the great educators are going to be training all throughout the day. And then we've got the main events on Saturday. You're going to get a chance to hear from a lot of the new ranks, a lot of the new chairmen, 25s, 50s, 100s, $250,000, chairman 500s. You're going to get a chance to hear from Yvonne Tapia, Alex Morin, Isis De La Torre, Christopher Terry. It is going to be a star-studded event Saturday, Sunday. And we got the party on Sunday as well. We got the party on Sunday, the VIP party on Sunday as well. This is going to be an amazing, amazing event. Continue to promote for it. Continue to get big. Have that plan. Have that goal. Set that criteria. And please, 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 please show up with your calendar, your plan of action of what's going to happen in your business. Number 6, and I'll leave you with this. What's in it for me? What am I going to receive by me accomplishing this goal that I have? Ladies and gentlemen, you will receive a lifetime of success. I am extremely grateful for everything that's happened in my life. God has been tremendous to me. I've learned a lot. I've experienced quite a bit in this industry. I've taken things that I've learned from people that have been extremely successful in this industry of network marketing, applied it, been able to teach it to a few other people. They've gone on to apply it and become successful. And we just want to pass that on to you as well. You can do it. You're going to have greater success than I have. That's the purpose of having a great coach, great mentors, for you to actually supersede what it is that we've actually accomplished. So I look forward to seeing you guys in Fort Lauderdale. It is going to be absolutely incredible. We're only a few days away. We'll see you guys real soon. Take care and God bless.